In the following session, we just come back from the love-making exercise where we talk about different words like penis, vagina, getting wet, being horny, orgasmic. And it's quite embarrassing, and I did that on purpose actually to point out how much shame and guilt and embarrassment we carry in ourselves that being sexually is not normal or natural, so that we have this internal block. So let's go into that session, and from there we go straight into the dancing session. I hope you enjoy that one. Let's dive straight in. So I have only one question.
Yes.
Who had sex?
I did.
Have you turned it on?
Yes, it's turned on. I think so. Yeah, it is. Can you hear me?
We're still having sex, yeah.
Ska den lysa eller? Oh, is it supposed to be light?
It's on.
It's
Yeah, you have
Say
that glow,
something.
Something.
Wendy. Just.
Well, I cannot test that if you're here there. You can just trick me.
Have I checked with my telephone?
the glow of too short pause. Pause.
So you had sex?
Oh, tell me about it.
Tell us about it. What happened?
No, you know. Wasn't much.
No, that was so sweet. So we went to bed and I did not have any energy. It was just like, whoa, so how can we do that? And then we just laid down and just talked a little bit and connected and touched and felt. And then we got horny. And then we just,
Thank you for the sharing.
and then we looked at the timer and then we just said, oh yeah. When we looked at the timer, it's just how much time do we have? 15 minutes. Just like, wow, we can't do anything in 15 minutes. But then I just got my cock sucked.
That's nice. You're such a
I don't know, like
Then I got my cock sucked, and it was really good in this way that Jessica can go really deep throat and just really
Okay.
penetrate her throat.
She's like.
No.
getting warming here.
I just harvest a little bit of shame. So, and then she really sucked my cock really good and well, and then she just back to sit on my cock, and I said, no, just suck a little bit longer before you can fuck me. And then she was jumping on my cock,
True story.
and then she was jumping on my cock, and I got so hard and she got so horny, and then she really started to penetrate her womb and etched on my cock, sitting there fucking me. And then I said, thank you so much, because this is why there's people coming here, because they just want to know how that is. But unfortunately, I'm in this role, need to facilitate teaching people how to fuck, and I have zero energy. Thank you for fucking me right now. And now we are just proud like Oscars.
And then the alarm went.
And then the alarm went off, and then we heard you guys, and then said just like, we're just coming back from another universe. We're edging for 15 minutes. So
Thank you for sharing me.
You will find it all on YouTube.
It's under transformative.
yes, it was definitely another universe we entered for a 50.
You know, he's
This was just
so
like-
much into filming, and then he films the film. So it's like sometimes it could be 3 layers of films of like
You fucking him.
different ways. Sometimes he's even a speaker to what he's watching and filming that. So it's like
You're really practicing that.
Yes,
Filming the film.
filming the film, right.
It's like, I have to film something. I film the film.
The observer just turns me on, you know. I'm observing while I'm experiencing, and that gives a component that I really like. So, and then I can just like create any story around that, just like, yeah, just look at that, you dirty, delicious.
okay.
It's like, you said enough now.
Direct or the indirect?
Oh, this is all of it. This is all of it. This is including the shadows.
Yes.
So now let's go to the next one.
So,
Hear your experience.
how was your exercise between 9 and now? 9 and 10, before we go down and dancing.
We were just lying and sensing
general plan.
That's the plan. Yay.
Well, you never know.
Shit happens.
But I think I get sensitized by the teoria.
Yeah.
Sorry?
So, I get sensitized by the teoria.
TRE.
TRE.
Morning,
This morning.
Theory.
Sensitized, yeah, definitely.
So I'm extremely
Yeah.
sensitive.
Yeah, yeah.
Orgasmic.
Yeah.
Definitely. Beautiful.
Oh,
You're here.
I'm
Yeah, you're present.
very relaxed.
How was your sex?
My sex was with the music. I went up and sexed the music.
So you were down dancing on the... Yes, I like that.
I watched my sex god in the DJ thing.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty sexy to see a man up there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Especially with that art
And then I
around
know he
him.
did this.
Yes.
For us.
Yes.
I went up.
That was an amazing art.
So, hello.
Come.
We're just having a really interesting conversation. We would like to hear your
Glad you can hear his.
experience.
I would somehow like to make love in this. Well, it doesn't work like that, but in space, without any
Without
bed or
Without
just
gravitation.
without gravitation.
Oh, right. You can.
Flying in water, maybe.
That's what I wanted to say. You can close to this is really going into water.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
I have
Blah.
never done that actually.
No, really. And when you put on floaties, so that you float in water,
Yeah.
that you come into horizontal, that keeps you there, and then you can just like the water has an amplifying energy of everything. It just comes like everything is there.
Feeling.
Yeah. I mean, water is medicine itself. And when you are in it, the energy, whatever is there, it's just get amplified. So what is on land already a little bit seen, and then water just everything. It's just
So
visible
you
and
have some
everything.
floating things around your thigh.
Yeah, when you do water therapy, so
Oh.
bringing someone into the water, well, it depends, right? You can float in water therapy, you put floaties on, the person goes from vertical into horizontal. You can also do water dance, there you have nothing on. Underwater dance, then you have an also
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can do this with fabric, and it's just like, there's so many ways in the water to play in the water. Underwater is just a layer by itself. Yeah, in the water I went into whoop experiences. Yeah, really going. And I found out that I'm
But
an
then it
aquatic
has to
being.
be warm water. I mean,
Yeah, you have that. You want to stay longer in water. Actually, the water pool wants to be heated up to 34, 30, no, yeah, 35, 30, 60, 34 degrees. That you want to stay longer in water because it cools you out quite fast, especially when you're moving.
no, exactly. And
Yeah.
sort of just relaxing.
Hi, welcome to the
But they're
evening.
connected to the
We were just
dancing.
we're going dancing a little bit. We were just having a conversation and talking about how our sex evening was. So we were sharing a little bit, and then
That was another experience.
they shared a little bit, and if you are
I hate the whales and everything, and I'm since that I know that I'm quite big.
sorry to interrupt you.
No.
I just want to say and own up to that. That was really interesting because I have not shared that so publicly. So it's just like normally this is my language, and I do sometimes some live streaming. Yeah, and in live streaming, it's a really interesting dynamic that I have a camera, and this camera is filming me while I'm live streaming when I'm edging to educate people to show that there's something existing like that. So and then I really talk into the lens as if I'm talking already to somebody else speaking. So I just use this language of this orgasmic language. So there's a bridge to communicate and talk there. So having done that now and sharing that with you, and you just like, okay, getting hot here, just getting really into that
He
place.
was talking about what we did, and then I just felt this shame or like the whole war needed to take off my.
And I have to admit that I really loved to harvest that shame that came from you. That was nice, kind of just like, yes, that was.
But that shame was not from a bad place.
No.
No,
I
no.
mean, I enjoy it too. But
Yeah,
it's
that
like
was
a little bit,
loving,
"Oh, God,
loving."
Are you really saying this? It's like,
I think I will be the same. Yeah.
But it's actually really good to be exposed to someone saying cock and fuck and suck my penis and fuck
We
me.
say
like
that
it's,
all the
because
time.
it's in Sweden, for example.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when do you say that publicly, as if it's the most normal thing in the world? I just really enjoyed that, you know, when you start sitting on my cock, when you're just holding my cock and sliding him into your wet, juicy pussy, and I just feel that when my cock is really clicking in and touching the roots of the cervix, the cervical kiss, and then just like this energy goes, just like, whoa, we are there now. Yeah. So when do we talk about that?
Yes.
As if it's the most normal thing in the world, bridging that beyond this shame wall and being real and honest with our sexuality in its totality.
Because we're scared of being
We're
sexual together.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like,
because it's like, oh my god, well, I feel a bit sexual, and oh, do I want to fuck all of them? And I can't because I'm in a relationship. Oh my god, who do I feel sexual with?
Yes,
It's
it's
scary
interesting.
because it's not just like I want to fuck you, I want to fuck. It's like it's a feeling, and it's sort of it's like, oh, I can be feeling sexual with these people.
And that's true. It's
Yeah.
part of that. If you feel a sexual sensation, then you need to fuck, and then you need to like. It's a plan. It's like.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's not allowed.
and hi, welcome to the show.
So we're
So and there are different dynamics, and we have to take them in consideration because they hold us back to being in this frequency, in this vibration, and that's being embarrassed. There's a sensation of awkwardness. That it's a kind of sport when you can access that you're not afraid of being ashamed.
Exactly.
And then you just be natural and normal and express that. So we were just talking about that welcome, about our sexual experience, and I was inviting everybody else to share how was your sexual experience, and just using the words that you have experienced, like, God, no, I need to rephrase that.
Yeah, I think you're longing for to tell that story all again.
Yes, I really enjoy that, I have to say.
No.
I really enjoy
It
that.
was actually a bit shocking, even to me who knows you, and I can say things like that myself and have someone talking to me like that every day. I still got shocked that a little small part of me was like, woohoo!
He's doing it.
It's like, woohoo! He's saying, he's saying, open nose!
You felt me. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, there's a benefit out of that into authenticity and expression that includes our sexuality that doesn't exist in any other way. And when we can access that, there's so much life, joy, and so much power behind that it feels like shit when it's not there. So this is the invitation to just like be a sexual being that we are, and not hiding behind that shield or that wall of there's something not okay with us that we're sexual beings, and communicating that, and only putting that in this small little box of our little container with our relationship. That does not mean that we have to get out of that container, or just only, you know, intimate closeness only belongs between us. We don't talk about that. It's a taboo. So we have all conditioned that this is a taboo to talk about our sexuality and using the words about that what we have experienced in the present moment. It doesn't exist. And I found so much liberation in that.
True. It would be so much fun if people just, oh, how was your?
So and that's
Yeah, because everyone's got shame around it.
yes,
Don't
and
talk about that.
Yeah, definitely.
and that's the question when you hear us talking, or hearing me talking. How do you really feel? What's the sensation you have?
Initially a cringe.
Yeah.
Initially a cringe.
So turn on cringe.
Initially a cringe, and then
and then curiosity. Just yeah. You were kind of proud.
There was so many things. I was like shocked, proud, ashamed, turned on, wondering, what did I do?
How did we do
Tell
that?
me more details.
Yeah.
Say cock one more time. And then
Yeah, you were not here when he talked about cock, like the first day, saying that I will use, not cock, I mean fuck. I will use the word fuck a lot. And it doesn't mean like something, it's just a word.
It's just a really powerful, nice
Very-
word. Like, you love to fucking. Just
And sometimes that's the only word you know, because all other words are gone.
So I'm just more curious how you felt. What was the sensation you had when we started talking about
I
it?
felt that it was extremely natural. I don't know what's happened with me
Yeah.
the last years, but I'm sort of. It was like if you were talking about what you were eating for dinner. I wasn't aroused or I wasn't
No, it was
shocked.
just
I just felt that.
need to tell me.
Yeah, a little bit, please. Yes.
So I don't know.
It's like you're acknowledging
Getting
you're a
old.
sexual being,
Yeah, it felt very natural.
isn't it?
Yeah. So the objection is an invitation for you to just take that on as an inspiration for yourself to be in your authentic expression. So that's the invitation. And I have to say I feel awkward doing that. This is not really natural for me to speak in public or in a group, just like, oh, this is just what we did. So you just suck my cock like and then sliding in, and it feels so good when my penis is sliding into your wet vagina wall, and then my penis is. This is not common for me. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Not even for you. It's not like, well, I said I trained myself in doing that in online streaming. I broke through the shame wall. Yeah. So, and I can do that without feeling awkwardness anymore or embarrassment. But now it's a different thing. So we are human beings in a room, and even it's a couple's weekend or retreat. But it's still just like, we don't talk about that. We are not expressive, present in the moment with this sensation, and that's the invitation. How did you felt? No, we were just expressing, talking about sexual experiences, and then the layer of shame and embarrassment that keeps us away from being naturally in our expression, and just like, and I shared a little bit about breaking through and as being brave enough to be in your truth. Yeah, and that's beautiful to admit. Just like, yeah, there's shame, and it's not wrong to have that. It's just like, yeah, this is good to observe. Yes, saying that. Last word for you. You want to say something?
I'm so tired.
Yes, I see. Okay. Then
Dance you away.
he's just said, because he came running and he went to the toilet, he said, try to keep them 5 more minutes. So should we have, so we are down there at 10:30.
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, wonderful.
You want to?
I don't know what's going on. Sorry.
Maybe it's too long in this time.
What's happening?
We were using sex words, dirty language, dirty words.
Yeah.
And so coming into the room, and then we were observing the sensation of shame, embarrassment, and as a obstacle for being in our authentic expression. And we were sharing different experiences, how it was when we were coming out of the room, sharing our experience, like as if we
Matt
had
was in
dinner.
detail explaining about how we had sex, and made me a little bit uncomfortable. And then, but not in a bad way. I mean, it's totally allowed, but I felt like, oh my god, I'm so ashamed. Like, oh, and I need to take because I got so warm. And then we started to talk about how that was, to share that and talk about all these details and like the language, because we don't talk about that. We are so
They
in
said
general
cock and
shamed.
pussy and wet.
Yeah.
All these things.
And penis sliding in, orgasmic vagina.
Yeah, we used to talk just around people now.
Yeah. So then was as well sharing about my own discomfort, and wanted to hear how other people's comfort and discomfort is, and the awareness about being kind of in that difficulty to be in there.
Yeah.
But you had a good lunchtime, right? today? We were lying outside and I heard I heard a nice.
Matt said, "I love to hear that."
I love to hear that.
Like,
So I'm happy. It's getting a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you had a good time.
Yeah. I'm enjoying myself. Very much so.
So how does it feel? What's the sensation there when you share that?
Kind of fidgety. Yeah.
What's the feeling behind it?
Excited.
Mm.
And yeah. Happy, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Still a little blush.
Yes, it's a little bit shame behind it as well.
Shame is the right word, but a little bit like, I don't
A
know.
little bit hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shy.
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. So this is the energy you came in, and when we just ask you to, just like, okay, so
What was your experience?
yeah.
Should we start going up?
Yes. So the invitation is just dance your ass off. I hope the music is great. As far as I'm concerned, it's awesome. So I have, or we can kind of DJ a little bit around. I'll just take my computer probably, and feel free to commute back and forth and having experience as much as you like. That's your Saturday evening of that weekend. So make the best out of that, and I'm not telling anybody what to do or not to do.
Well, he thinks differently than me and Matt. I was like, they're not going to care if we change each other music. Oh, but there's a set, and I was like, it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
So
No,
I think the music
definitely
can
not
be.
Matt.
It's a nice experience in the forest. It's a
It's
great
just
atmosphere.
Little lights and it's big speakers and it's just
And there are
Places
two
on
kind
and
of cuddle places and beds if you just want to lay down and hang out. Just be in the forest in the evening. It's warm, one of the last summer days, and I'm really happy to have you guys around.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And can someone turn the live lights out?
Yes. All right, let's go dancing.
Bring water because there's no water up there.
Yo. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Say that this was always one of my biggest dreams, having couples that is about edging and orgasm, and having an ecstatic kind of rave party in the forest and enjoying ourselves and having a good time. So thank you so fucking much for being here as the Orgasmic Blueprint.
I hope you enjoyed that session and it resonated with you on which points you might have some blockages or obstacle where it's difficult for you to talk and ask different things around your sexuality or erotism or being orgasmic or an orgasmic being. The dance was an absolute blast. I love the music. The place there in Skara is absolutely beautiful. So if you have a chance to do there a retreat one day, just do it. It's beautiful nature out there. And we had definitely a great evening. In the next session, I talk about the difference of the serotonin pathway and the dopamine pathway, how that cause boredom, and how to get over that instead of being in satisfaction, being more in confidence and ease and happiness and contentment. Contentment. Everything is good as it is. See you in the next session.